Hey guys, clearly we've got a problem over here. Not so much the anatomy of the crown, but what we have is we've got an abutment here, and there is no other abutment. There is no shallower abutment. So that's popping right out of our tooth. Now, in the analog world, we would just cut it down. So we'd make a transfer coping and cut it down. So we can do this in Blend as well. And I'll show you exactly how we're going to do a transfer coping. So once the models have been made and the tooth has been cut, we're going to select this one over here. And we're going to go in the crown module down to our implant crowns folder. There we're going to make an abutment, and we're going to set that at 0.6. So accept that. Now we've got all of the parts that we can use to make a coping. Select that and make a coping. So once we've got a coping made, which fits exactly over our part, we need to cut both of them. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. Where's my antagonist? Over here. Hide my tooth. Here we can see there's no space. So what are we going to do? Go into transparent mode, select your abutment, which we're going to cut, and we're going to position it nicely, so something like that. Shift left click to select the other one, shift right click to place my cursor. So we've got two of them selected and I've got my cursor in place. Model designer, square cutting tool, S to scale, R to rotate, and we're going to grab this and place it something like that. Now we know it's going to cut both of them. Keep outside, and as you can see, as we move it, it's a live cutting tool, which is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to be placing this so that we can get a good view of what this transfer coping is going to look like, and it's something like that, which is really quite good. I can go Alt B just to have a quick look in the cross section view to see if I've got enough space, and I think I do. Perhaps we move it up just a little bit like that. Okay. Click on accept. Okay. Alt B to get out of it. Here we have our transfer coping, and we've got our abutment which has been cut. Of course there's no anti-rotation to this, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Next we want to make our crown. Now we need something to cover exactly over the top of that, and we can do that, but for now I'm going to just hide this one over here, the object generate fixture. We're going to hide that. Now we're going to select my other blue one. Here we have a copy, so it's an abutment copy. Now it always makes these copies. So here, this one we want to cut as well now. So position your model correctly, shift right click to place your cursor, and we're going to go to the model designer and click on square cutting, S to scale, R to rotate. Now this is important that we do this separately, and that's because we want to have a little bit of play over here. We don't want it exactly touching. Something like that should be okay. You can measure 0.1 manually if you want to with the ruler over here. So from there we're going to cut this as well. So keep outside, and we're going to accept. Now this one is a solid one over here. This is going to be my inside of the crown. Okay. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the crown module, and we're going to make another tube. Okay, so here make a tube. Okay, so it's extracted down in the incorrect way. Okay, so we're just going to go Control Z back and hit this button over here. It's always going to go this way around. We cover this well in our tutorials. From here we can grab our crown, and we're going to make our crown now. So I'm going to first go to edit mode, and I'll just place my mesh a little bit better because I'm not too happy with where it extends outwards like that. So using the C key, we're just going to brush over there, perhaps rather in transparent mode like that, and we're going to just scale this down a little bit and place it into this tube like this. So make sure the magnet tool is off as well. So something like that. That's looking good. Okay, object mode, and we're going to generate this implant fixture. Alright, now we've got our crown which has been made. Let's smooth it down. And we also have our coping. Let's view the coping as well. So here's our coping. So you could print this, send it to the dentist, then the dentist can cut the abutment, which is really awesome. And then we have the crown as well. I'm not going to go into detail with making contacts and so on. That we would still have to make the contacts before we send it out and make it. We can still make a hole going through there. So what I'll do is we've got two of these now. One of them I'm going to delete. Select your screw hole cutter, move it up, and then select your crown, and we're going to cut hole in the fixture like that. And that completes the crown.